Hi, it's Keith here from the Olive Sheppey. Do you want me to send you a diary? Um, Yesterday, it was a terrible day. We went to the a funeral. It's one of our best friends. We've known for years. She's only 64 years old, and she was diagnosed in a very rare sort of cancer about 2 years ago. They did chemo, they did operations, did more chemo, and then eventually they just said all we can do is now keep you comfortable. And unfortunately, she passed on. So it was very touching at the church and at the cemetery and such as. I'd never realised because over the past 6 years since I got my diagnosis, we've lost 7 people. One was my mother-in-law, all the others have been friends. But say, the one yesterday, Anne, she was a really, really good friend. And at the service, it's the first time in a funeral that I actually broke down in tears, and that's something unusual for me. And I really thought that with having dementia that I'd lost all my compassion, my empathy, and everything. But thank goodness, I haven't. It's a horrible thing to say that I'm glad of it, because under the circumstances. But at least it goes to show me that my dementia isn't going back, or hasn't gone as much as I thought it was going to be, So, like I say, it was. I was glad I was there, that I was able to say goodbye to her. And it's funny because on Saturday, my wife, my sister-in-law and her husband, we went to Canterbury for to the theatre, and then we left there and we went in for a meal at the Wild Woods restaurant. And it wasn't until I got there that I realised it was exactly 7 years to the day, to the day, and we'd been into Canterbury. This time, the Anne, the lady that whose funeral it was yesterday, she was there with her, and her husband was there, and we went to the restaurant, and she started to choke on a bone, and I saw what was going on, and I was able to do the is it the Heineken mover, and we got rid of it. And she often say then, that I'd saved her life. And it's funny, I was talking to her daughter at the cemetery, and she said to me, my mum thought the world of you, right? And she always talked about you, the way that you were like his. I was her knight in shining armour. She said because he killed, you know, he stopped, prevented me dying by by choking. The only thing is, I wish I would have been able to come back the day that she died in the hospital. I would love to be to go there and just say life, you know, just say save a life again. But unfortunately, we can't. You know, none of us can. You know, we're not super amusing people. So I say it yesterday it was quite a challenging day. On the top of that, then there was the I live on the an island in Kent, and there was a big water pipe burst, and it stopped the water coming onto the island. So the entire island, for the last 24 hours, we have no water. You go down to this supermarket to get you know, bottled water. Now, unfortunately, there's a ruling that if it's depending on the size of the supermarket, if they have public toilets, they have to be working. Obviously, because there's no water, what they did, they shut the stores. And this morning, my daughter got a text from my granddaughter's school, because obviously now all the schools are off now, because there is no there's no facilities for the toilets and such as. So at the minute it's been a couple of rough days, you know, but at least this morning I went into the Dementia Diaries meetings, and it was great to see faces that I know, and there's so much support comes from that meeting, and I just want to say thank you for all of you, you know, for just being there. Thank you.